Okay, I'm ready for the history of LNH Part 3. Alright, here they were, recording the Thought Box. Biggest song I remember off the top of my head was Stallion's Pressure spend 4 weeks on top, which was almost the biggest one until spoilers anytime you need a friend. And all something in the air and stop banging my car around did hit #1 also. At Cycles, didn't we almost lose out? I think earned the most points of any song from the Thought Box. The points were based on weeks on the future chart, from the week it entered to the week it dropped out. And at the time, we didn't overflow the top 40. Later, I found out that if I do overflow the top 40, the songs did a little bit better, or at least if they did pick at #10, they'd still be able to say that they spent 7 weeks on the chart, which looks better than the few times songs zipped into the countdown at a bad moment, forced into the top 10, peaked early, and left the countdown in just 5 or 6 weeks. It could have been the best song of ours career. It'd be way down there at the bottom when it came time for the year-end countdowns. Yes, I did do year-end countdowns for future charts. I think the most songs we had in a chart year might have been 217. Very small compared to today's artists, but hey, it's the best April and I could do for our groups. On the album chart, it was based on points per songs. And for the overall album chart, that's where I had songs go to when they were through having releases. They're immediately taken off the current chart to really keep our minds straight on, this song outscored this and whatever. That combined all the future chart years that an album was out, and I just added it up for a grand total. And I think the Thought Box with the 5 years it was out ended up with 400 something points. Wow. And no box set April I ever pieced together. Not that they would dare after how much trouble they have with the Thought Box. Came even close to that. So, really, it looked like it was the big album that they ever recorded. But, like I said, it came with a price, and the price was taken forever to release from. And the effort Loco put into the Circle of Life, King of Pride Rock, it was one of those songs that was forced into the top 10 way too early. It peaked early and left with just 6 points, peaking at #10. Talk about a low blow for them. I thought it was a good idea. In fact, there was a yearly celebration we supposedly did. Well, we did for Jay's Make Believe fans of the Future Chart. Called an all-day Future Chart Bash Week, celebrating whatever anniversary of the chart. So I decided to do it. Circle of Life there, one final time. But we had a rough audience that day. They kind of sort of booed. We kind of cut the song off. I came up with the bright idea of performing games there, which was mistake number two. I mean, we've done the song several times before, Loco. You should have stuck with the original lyric. Well, if you've heard New Kids games, you know there's this little chant that sounds awfully familiar, like it came from um, Wizard of Oz. Oreo, Oreo. And I came up with this idea to pull a prank on Stallion and do Oreo, Oreo. He turned around and fired a shot at me. Yes, GoBots have hand blasters. That's the first time he ever tried to blast me on stage. And after a little here argument, he beamed out to go to the party planet. And it took me a while get an astral beam that knew the coordinates of that place to go talk to him. I said, come on, let's chill out. We gotta do something. He said, but the thought box is over. We gotta continue with our career. So that's basically what we did. After releasing some final songs. But you know, I really wish we could have seen how well Side D would do. But we barely touched on Side C. But anyway, that's when we were piecing together the LNH Your Ears Out set. Cranberry Runway came to us with the off the wall through the phases idea. That's one of the new releases from it. Oh yeah, some artwork for you. Well, the cover of LNH Your Ears Out kind of looks like an advertisement for the album. Basically, that's tape 1 and tape 2. So, well, they had a lot to cover on that grad sets, didn't they? So, tape 1 has Wipeout and Always on My Mind from Back. We All Sleep Alone and Breakout from Piano. Frogger Lament and Smooth Criminal from the Vapor Zone 2 and 3 soundtrack. None But a Good Time and Graveyard Dime from the Hits Volume 1 Part 1. Stand Together and Boy Be My Baby from the Hits Volume 1 Part 2. All This Time in Two Hearts from Stallion's Greatest Hits. Children of the Night. I forgot to mention that one of the ideas April and I came up with was all-star albums. We wanted our groups to be in competition on our chart, but really enjoy performing with each other, like today's artists do. And well, doing Richard Marx's Children of the Night was a song of the year on the Future chart. 2012. 92 to us. Then Brainwave have What You Need and All That Jazz. The Vapor Zone song more or less had to be included on there. From Chid You All is Little Lies and You Give Hate a Good Name. Hyper's album. We put on their Band of Gold and Good Thing. The Seven Good Songs album. We put on their Rocky Stallion, Feed It. From Overnight Success, the title track, and Fruit Loops. Thoughtbox Part 1. Pressure and Endless Love. Thoughtbox Part 2. Anytime You Need a Friend and Bad by Love. Thoughtbox Part 3. Monstrous Smash and Silent Scream. And we did piece together a Vaporzone 5 that was more handled by the turnarounds. Well, Brad Turner and the turnarounds. Another Future Talk group to plug in. Stallion did A Money's Come Before the Storm on that. And that was before my little keyboard that converts into a guitar and back. Nowadays, when I perform it, pretend my keyboard turns in. Well, I have it in guitar form, but the keyboard bit is programmed in. And we do a kind of a remake of our I'm Getting It from Should You All. It still didn't do too well, but the big difference is during that point where the lead singer of Def Leppard has Steve Clark do the guitar solo. During the original, I only had Zero do the guitar solo, but during this, we go, come on, Zero, Crackpot, Crane, and Crasher, get it. All four sides doing it. Little rigmarole. Yes, we try to do Joel Elliott's Sprawl, but the only way I can pull it off. I think Psycho can because he does have a joint that will bend in the right position for that pulse. Okay. LNH, your ears out. Some more is the only source where you can find the very rare crazy song The Air Is On. We'd like to do you all that for a winter show. I know it's not very Christmassy, but it will fall along the lines of Let It Snow. Because it did during that video. Thanks to the hologram projector. Yes, it would during that phase. Some more was more or less going through the albums again, only one or two tracks. I think I'm more focused on the Organic Success albums and the Thoughtbox than anything else. Because we skip back Beyond the Dark and go straight to the first greatest hits, where we pick up Look Away and Automatic. The hits part 2, we put back on there, Waiting for the War to End and Just Like Paradise. Stallion actually gets a chance to record Freebird and Heaven Only in its entirety until I had the tape click off. He also did Heaven Only Knows, Brainwave putting on there Closest Thing to Perfect and Chances, from Should You All, How Can I Fall and Walking Away. Let's see, I'd be better off explaining where Sea of Love came from. Jay and a few others in his make-believe TV station approached me for inspiration for a movie based on the origin of space defense. Well, the other behind-the-scenes situations that go on during space events. Like, where did the galaxy that they stayed in come from. And the only thing I could think of is maybe I performed at a couple of the characters' wedding while they stayed on the party planet. So that's where Sea of Love came from. Okay. Then from the Hyperside album, One Moment in Time and Live in a World They Didn't Make in Complete Darkness. From Our Next Success, we picked The Promise and Who Said I Would. Then Thoughtbox 1, Didn't We Almost Lose It All and Get On Your Feet. Thoughtbox 2, Shadow of a Doubt and Shotgun, Crazy World We Live In. And Thoughtbox 3, Out of My Face and My Only Wish. Then we conclude the LNH Your Ears Out set with Off the Wall Through the Phases. Hey, wow. If we could really design a video for that song, it would be perfect. It would really show us going from Loco and the Crazies on up. Wow. Okay, Now we're at the time frame in which we took a couple of lineups off to clear our head, figure out if this group really is worth saving and going through the future chart again. I hate to say it, but Jay was having a hard time keeping things fresh for his fictional channel. Just having the GoBots still be on the air or something similar to the setup we had, in which the GoBots on one side, Allbots, G.I. Joes, and whatever on the other side, and then another side for Cobra, Venom, and whatnots. Hard to say how many toy lines we had involved there, so in all. Or even where all these feature chart groups came from. Some of them were during this little toy get together. But anyway, to keep things fresh, we had seemed like the Guardians and Renegades were still recruiting more GoBots, where one of them turned out to be a traitor. So much of a traitor, he managed to gain access to Roguestar releases and blast our dubbing machine. That kind of electronic fire aboard Roguestar, well, needless to say, it was very hard for Pumper and who knows how many GoBots to put it out. And by the time they did get the fire under control, Roguestar was lifted just a shout. So we had to do something for our recording equipment. We ended up moving to the party planet full time. Yeah, of course, that certain traitorous recruit was eventually kind of locked up. But the biggest mystery we have is whatever happened to our albums we planned to release should LNH break up. They were simply called Brainwave's album would have been We. Hyper's album would have been called Have. The Looney Bins album would have been Broken. And Stallion's solo album would have been called Up. Secretly, well, they didn't know what happened to the demos of these. I just didn't include them in my collection. I don't even have artwork on the albums, but yes, I still have the We Have Broken Up, Split Up, well, the LNH Split Up albums hidden. In case if you want to know, Brainwave's We was Come Undone, Separate Ways, This Is the Way We Roll, Tears to Tell, I can't remember who did that, and So On was PM Dawn. I can't tell you why. It's an Eagle song. Yeah, that's right. 99 is a Total song. And Stranger in a Strange Land, it's a Money. Hyper's Have album. And the girl did Black Velvet also has a song called Love Is. That's what they did. Say What You Mean, Mousetrap, Fooling Yourself, Slipping Away was the Rick Astley song, Separate Lives, Breeds, All This I Should Have Known, and Elvis Costello's Veronica. The Lonely Bin's Broken was if had Phil Collins, If Leaving Me It's Easy. Bill Joel's Big Shot. Yes, I was gonna sing that certain line. I don't know why. Maybe I was still upset about and Stallion. Most of these songs we are picking on Stallion big time. We did a Breed song called Will the Circle Be Unbroken. I think that's what that is. And Midnight Star was a Weird Al song. Some Become Strangers. I don't remember who did that. Nearly There was One Too Many song. Drive My Life Away and Hard Habit to Break. Stallion's Up album had Paul Abdul's Straight Up, Richard Marx The Image, Phil Collins, You Know What I Mean. He actually worked in his own little debut song called Keyboard Man. Yeah, I recorded this way back when I was on the Party Planet the first time. I just couldn't get worked into my Greatest Hits collection or anything else. I did some Loverboy, Turn Me Loose, and Squeeze, Trust Me, Open My Mouth. And I end this thing with Domino, the Genesis song for Invisible Touch. To me, it's the ultimate song to signal, hey, we have broken up. And chances are, we're not going to get back together. But with everything being talked out, even if these songs were included in the collection, they wouldn't have suited us. We were ready to get back together. So what we did come up with, during the wreckage of Rockstar releases, we found a little neon thing of our logo. Only because of the heat, it kind of sort of got distorted. So we kind of call this album a bent definition one. So we got LNH, popular feature group consisting of 14 gods and 1 rock lord, blah blah blah. Then we got the bent logo thing, with the definition being number 1, the cycle begins anew. Number 2, the almost disaster. Number 3, various songs that survived project we have broken up. LNH came back together. And boy, did we have fun being back together. But this album's starting off. I can't have two choices in mind. Spoiler kind of wanted to do Natalie Cole starting all over again. But what ended up winning us was from Hall & Oates' Change of Season album, was their version of starting all over again. You're doing it low key and just, you know, we need to do that song for you all eventually. Let you see how, we came back from being almost ruined to, hey. And we kept things going like they did for the Final 15, letting everyone sing a song or whatever in Blockhead and Stinger's case, because Stinger actually wanted to sing on this one. So, Zero did, Mousetrap. I changed that Big Shot into Big Spot as if it was a food fight or something going on. Dart did Hard Habit to Break. Crackpot brought back Solid from the Final 15. Psycho did Midnight Star. Weird Wing did Sanago Original, turning Meatloaf's Time Warp into the Vapor Warp. Crane Brain did Come Undone. Stallion decided to do two songs in a row here with The Image and Keyboard Man. Runway wanted to do and so on from their separate project. Crasher did Love Is. Spoiler did Nearly There. Pocket Slipping Away. Blockhead decided to take one of Chicago's instrumental from their third album called Motorboat to Mars and just do a little drum roll with it. Stinger did 99. And Screwhead doing All This I Should Have Known. And yes, we decided to conclude the album with the song that was our almost disaster, Domino. Yep, all 11 minutes of it. I think that's the longest time-wise song we did, other than that Circle of Life King of Pride Rock thing. I don't know if we do get requests from it from you all. We might try to pull it off. Anyway, well, that was fun. Yes, Slicks didn't have any action during this album. But another thing we did, we started breaking up into subgroups because, one of our random release session, Cranebrain's Come Undone got paired with Runways and so on and so on. So I said, you two want to be Brainwave one more time, go ahead. Believe it or not, Come Undone and so on and so on both hit #1, being one of the biggest songs from this album. I thought maybe we were destined to let Brainwave have another go at it eventually. So, when it came time to record our follow-up to the Bent Definition, we came out with a little play on our little logo here and called the album LHS and BW. Now that would be hard to rig up with Lego bricks. But more or less, if you can see that, I hope the albums turn out looking okay on the camera. But I didn't try to draw them on the cover for obvious reasons. There'll be too many GoBots. But L for Looney Bin, H for Hypers, S being Stallion, and, well, staying the same, and BW being Brainwave. And when Brainwave was abbreviated, I left the exclamation point there. That's why their album is called Brainwave. You look at it and you thought Brainwave. You weren't what they were thinking. Okay, and that's where Time Machine's rhythm is gonna get you in its appearance. As Looney Bin, we put together Runaway Train. That was an Elton John song. I want to go back and I think it was Blockhead's idea to do Gap Band's Party Train. I think that's who did. Stallion put in his solo stuff. Pop Goes the World. Everybody Hurts. And this started bringing Slicks back a little bit because he helped him out on it. And trust me, I opened my mouth. As you can tell, this was also getting in some of our we have broken up material. Then we all do the New Tonight Mediate again. Hyper chose Going Dreams for my Disney collection. Objects in the Rearview Mirror came back in Hazy Shade Winter. Brainwave song on here included Why Me Returning. They did Michael Jackson's History and Weird Al's Merciful Pale, what turned out to be one of the biggest songs on the album. Then we all do You Listen to News, Hip to Be Squared, because I wanted to do the song way back when. I don't think we had the album that was from at the time. And we also threw out there Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. And well, this thing was, well, interesting to see how the chart accepted. Like I said, Brainwave's album, songs did better than anything else. And well, how do you follow this thing up? Okay. So, when that finished having releases, I came up with, you see this little sticker on local D-5147? I have no idea what that means. So, they came up with this crazy idea. Well, I'd just like them to do something like this with it. And call their next album Project D-5147. Codename The Return of Slicks. Or Slicks' Return, whichever. On the cover, I kind of had set up as if they're performing Saved by Zero on it. I ain't tried to draw them on the album. Hold it straight. and up. Maybe they can see that. That'll do. I might have to do another video for this. And they said to bring back the time of life. Psycho thought would be appropriate to try to do 57 channels and nothing on. Stallion brought back Straight Up. Spoiler did because of you. Then you go back to local for Saved by Zero. I don't exactly know a sequence of this album, sorry. And I have them all try to put on Step in Time from the Mary Poppins soundtrack. And I don't exactly know why Brainwave brought back All We Need Is a Dream, but with Slick's twist, it kind of makes sense. And another little side project I had, because we were just starting the Future chart, I recorded what was currently number ones in 1989. And among those was Ben Midler's Wind Beneath My Wings, and L&H were chosen, or Stallion, one of the two, were chosen to sing that song. But it really didn't suit them at the time. They decided to just go ahead and do the song on this album. It just seemed like the moment. Then I have them do, I think, Celine Dion's As the Years Go By, being another little look back song. Then someone on here decided to throw out I've Always Been Crazy. They decided to do more Weird Al from the Dare Be Stupid album, This Is Life. Stallion took on Seals' Bring It On with reprise. Crash and Spoiler have always had the parody of Salt-N-Pepa's Push It called Put on their idea list, but never did put it on an album until now. And they all perform Always on the Pet Shop Boys, Always on My Mind, in My House remix from Introspective. Yeah, I think I need a break there. We're at 38 minutes. I'm sorry I concluded during this video. I only have 3 albums, I think, to cover. But I better stop it there. Hello, Callie. Yeah, you can barely see her back there. Over on the east side looking at Psycho, cleaning herself. She'll probably be there as I start part 4.